Hey guys, so as some of you may know, I do various types of energy healing and work with energy. I wrote a book called Synergy, A Modern Healer's Guide to Complete Bioenergy Wellness, all about healing the energy body, including dealing with modern technology. And my latest book is called Transhumanism, The War on Human Consciousness and the Truth About Our Divinity. And today I actually wanted to share with you guys a personal soul retrieval experience I had the other day because I figured maybe you could compare it to some aspect of yourself, and it can help you understand more about soul retrieval and how it works. Um, I started doing Reiki about 7 years ago, and I started learning soul retrieval about 4 years ago. And this is a shamanic practice that many cultures all over the world did for thousands of years. The shamans would journey and do this work, and basically, it was the church, the control system, that came in and tried to kind of shut these practices down throughout the world. And um, yeah, because I mean, basically, the control system just doesn't want us doing our own spiritual work. We're supposed to go through a mediator, that's them, right? We're not supposed to be in control and directly communicating with the spirit world. So that's why that practice kind of went underground, but has survived. And I think, yeah, in my opinion, it should be a part of modern society, and it's not something that's like you have to be special to be able to do. I think anyone can do it, anyone can journey and find their soul pieces. And so, if you're new to all this, I'll just give a quick little explanation, but I would highly recommend reading my book, Synergy, A Modern Healer's Guide to Complete Bioenergy Wellness, to learn more. And you can link all of this on my website, wuwwomen.com. But basically, how our soul works, um, and really it's been interesting working with this over the years now, because as you start learning and becoming more experienced, and the practice just opens up to you more and more. It's really a beautiful practice, and it's a beautiful way to get in touch with yourself and the soul and divine beings, and it's really beautiful. But basically, how our soul works, we all have our soul sacred essence energy, right? And if we have a traumatic experience in our life, a piece of us might leave and go to the non-ordinary realms. And it's just because this aspect of us can't deal with the current situation and the current reality, so they're going off to get healing. And if you have improved the situation that caused the piece to leave, then they can come back to you, or they're more likely to stay back. And it was really interesting. So I've been practicing this on myself for 4 years, and it's not like a one and done kind of process. It's an ongoing process because we have many aspects of ourselves. We've all been through many traumas. So yeah, it's a long process, and I'm definitely still, I've had a lot of soul pieces come back, and I still have them trickling in, so. But about this experience, so I had logged into Facebook the other day, and I'm not like a huge Facebook fan. I complain that they censor too much, and I begrudgingly keep my account because I just want to keep in touch with friends. But I had logged in there the other day, and I saw a memory of myself from 12 years ago. And I was going through a lot of difficult situations in my life at that time. I had just gotten out of a bad relationship and was like heartbroken and traumatized by that, and had just finished my college degree and was working on starting my career, and things like weren't going awesome, and I was just feeling not good. And I could see in the picture that I was trying to smile and look happy, but that I was very distraught. And my heart went out to that girl, that piece of myself from 12 years ago. And just I really felt compassion for that piece of myself and that aspect of myself. And so a few hours go by. Later that day, I try to journey every day if I can, if I have time. And sometimes I feel called to go into a journey. Like if you have like an ancestor or some type of spirit helper that wants to connect with you, they can more easily connect with you in the journey state because it's kind of like a midway meeting place where the veil is not there and you can connect more easily with anyone, anything. So I have some interesting experiences with that too. But back to this particular story, um, so I did my journey, and sometimes I go in with an intention, like this is what I'm doing today. Like there's different types of meditation. There's your 0 point silent meditation. I do chanting where you're raising your energy and putting a focused intention on something. And then I go into journey to do soul work and to work on healing aspects of myself and connecting with beings, etc. So I sometimes go in with a purpose, like I know what I want to do today, and then sometimes I just wait to see what shows up because if you go in very receptive, you can have some amazing experiences in doing journey work. And so I know if a spirit animal, one of my spirit animals, shows up, that there's a soul piece that's ready to come back. And so I had an animal show up, and I'm like, take me to it. And it took me into the middle world. And if you want to learn more about that, I would read my book. But yeah, that there was a piece of me from that time period where I had seen the picture, and I connected with her, and she was, on the street in a place where I was staying at the time. And I connected with her, and she was just ready to come back and came back, and you can feel the energy come back into like, usually it pours into a chakra. It's different for different people or depending on what the issue was, etc. But yeah, I was able to get that soul piece back because I had acknowledged her. I had seen her and acknowledged her, and she was ready to come back. So it was really beautiful. I think I had been ignoring that aspect of my life because I had other stuff happen after that had drawn my attention away. But because I had put out compassion and intention to that piece of myself, she was ready to come back, and she's back. So, welcome back to that piece of myself from 12 years ago. And I hope you liked my little story about shamanic journey work and soul retrieval. And I hope you have an amazing day. And if you want to learn more or even book a session with me doing this work for yourself, because I'm able to do this in person in Los Angeles or over Zoom, go to the Energy Healing Services tab at wuwwoman.com.